Good morning to everybody. It's 11:30 here at Nutmeg Curling Club. It is the 11:30 draw for the Golden Handle. Uh, this is the Mariah division. Just to recap for people, there's two groups of four within each group. Each team will play the other three teams, and then the top two teams will go to the top team in each group will go to the first event final. Top two teams will go to the second event final, and the other three and fours will play off tomorrow in the third event semis, with the winner going to the third event final. We have games on A and C this morning. This is the second draw for this group. On sheet A, we have Jack Miller and his team out of Nutmeg playing Paul Syphilis and his team out of Cape Cod. On sheet C, we have Ed Simeon's team, Nutmeg team, against the Glessner Rink, which is mainly, I think, out of Philadelphia. So we'll keep the view across the sheets to start with. The game on sheet A is underway. I think the Cape Cod lead hogged their first shot. Jack called for the corner guard, and the corner guard was put up. I think that the game on sheet A, both Miller and Syphilis both won their initial games yesterday, so they are both 1-0. On sheet C, both these teams came up on the short end, so they are 0-1. So well, it was pretty busy. We had a 9 a.m. Draw this morning. In the other division, the Scottish division, the Nutmeg Rink, Sean Main's Nutmeg Rink, which I actually play second on, were victorious against John Corelli's Broomstones team, and the Matt Gallegos' team out of Ardsley was victorious over the Mark Longbake's team. So in that division, we've actually got two 2-0 teams, which is Maine and Gallegos. They'll be playing at 3 o'clock, with the winner going to the first event final and the loser going to the second event final. So we've got a full day of curling down here at Nutmeg. So if you want to come down, the bar is open. The warm room, as you can probably hear, is pretty busy. We've got actually TV curling on the TV as well. The Perth Masters from Perth, Scotland. Some of the best men's and women's teams are competing there this weekend. So it's looking over here at C. We've got a lock. Looks like it's in the just biting the top 12. So Glassner is looking to take that out. Might just get a piece. just flashes by. Glaston playing the Red Rocks has hammer. So we have Skinny Larry, the club president, in the hack. Certainly, we can look for something on the center line. Didn't see what the call was, either going to guard or possibly tap up. Sweepers are on it. I put up the center line guard. Just a little offset. Chance of a double here. The Golden Handle is a mixed event. Each team comprises 2 men, 2 ladies, and they have to alternate. So most of them, I think maybe all of them actually have male skips. So the ladies will be playing lead and vice, and the men second and skipping. Oh, it's a nice shot from Larry. Nice hit and roll in. But you can see most of that though. Take take a look at the overhead from C. Skip electing to play for the hit on the center line guard, just biting the 12-foot. Possible double. Just enough weight to get that rock out the back, and moves the yellow off the center line. Looking over at the sheet A, we actually don't have the camera for over for A, unfortunately. Cape Cod is throwing the yellow rocks. Nutmeg Miller is throwing the red rocks and has hammer. So I think from the, because they will stay on C. Got one rock in the house. It's Ed's. He doesn't have hammer. I think he's looking to probably come around that red center line guard, put 2 in the house, lie 1-2. Real heavy. I think that's going to take that's going to get to the inside, but unfortunately, probably just hangs in at the back there. That's actually worked out nicely. Glasnow causing for the hit here. You can run that red centerline red straight back. His vice, Lisa Carosella. Fortunately, just a little wobbly on her delivery, and has sent that wide. It's going to flash through the house. Head in a pretty good position here. It's going to be his first skip rock. Judging by the boom, probably looking to put up a centerline guard, prevent that red run back. Okay, sorry for that. So looking at C here, Ed put up the centerline guard, pretty high guard, but definitely line was good. Lesnar's first rock. Looking to clear some of this out. I think he's got looking at a kind of a yellow red tap back here. Good weight, and it's going to possibly not exactly what it wanted. Did move one out of the way, but unfortunately tapped the other yellow into the 12 foot. So yellow, Nutmeg Simia, sitting 3 in the house without hammer. Didn't see what the call was. Could be looking to put up a guard. I think it's what he needs to do, because I think that shot lock is visible through the port on the righty's outturn side. So I think he's looking to clog up that port. Rocks away. Sweepers just cleaning, talking to the rock. It's all about line on this. Length is and actually she just hangs on to the other side of the center line, which I think just about clogs up that port. I think that gives Glessner the only choice he has, which is to tap back that red, which is just outside the rings on the right hand side of the house. Yeah, the vice is looking at the angle on there. You've got to hit it just on the high side. Question is, do you just try and tap it back, or are you trying to run it back? You can certainly run it back, hit the shot block, and score your 1 this way. think it's the only option he has. Shot block is just biting the 4 foot. The good news is, even if he just moves it like a rock and a half, he'll cut Etsima down to 1. It's got to be on his mind to not to give up the 3 in the first end. So giving up 1, you can move on and fight your way up. But giving up a 3 is steal 3 is a tough. Got to be careful on this line. Played on this sheet earlier. This line can run pretty straight if you throw too much weight at it. Sweepers are on it. Sweepers are on it hard. This has a chance. Oh, he makes the perfect shot. That's a really, really nice shot. Runs that back. Scores his 1. Probably slightly tougher shot than he'd want in the first end, but certainly got the job done. On sheet A, it looks as though Jack Miller scored 3 in the first end to put them up 3-0. Their lead put the first block in the house, back 8. I think they've opted to bump that back. The lightweight is just going to bump it back. That's good. Sits shot and leaves that other red as backing. When you have hammer having a opponent block at the back of the house, it actually could be to your advantage. Sheet C, the filly lead. Allison Kenny, just a little heavy. Perfect line, but just a little heavy. Slipped into the 8 foot. Ed, I think, has called for the hit. Doesn't want to have any part of that rock. Kitty just gets enough of it and peels it out, and both rocks leave the house. Lesnar quickly to call for the center line guard. Sheet A, I think Jack called for the hit and they missed that, so they got a chance to either guard this or split the house. Not 100% sure what the call was. Yeah, they've put up the guard, and that shot log looks pretty well guarded to me. Guard up on C, just off the center line, but certainly something useful for a stealing position. Yellow's attempt at the corner guard comes up light and is hogged. Sheet A, Nutmeg. I think the shot was to come down and sit on the shot block, crash the guard, so smooth the guard over, which is good for them. And there's a slid into the top 4 to be shot, but it's wide open. Shot here is to obviously take that out, but what you don't want to do is jam it, and ideally not leave a double as well. Job done on taking out just a little wide, I think. So shot lock left the house as well. So That gives yellow his hammer, but wide open, and Jack is going to ask Craig Stefan his second to take that out. Sweepers on this all the way. And that's where the back hatcher comes in. As I said earlier, the having a opponent's lock at the back of the house when you have hammer is a good thing. Jammed on that, and that's the only lock in the house now. Cape Cod now looking to go around that's corner guard, put two in the house, and put a bit of pressure back on Jack Miller's team. Over on sheet C, right in front of me, we have the center, just the guards kind of clogging up the center line here. Glessner opting to come round, and it's a nice draw. It's open. Can see probably 3/4, if not the whole block. Skinny Larry asked to hit this, knowing this line, it's a stone you don't want to throw too heavy, otherwise it'll just keep drifting out. So you want more of a control weight on this. Try and just get to the inside and flop to the inside will be perfect. Going to hit it, but I'm not sure it's going to get to the inside. Just going to be on nose, I think. Yep, right on the beak. Even with that real control weight, it was barely hack, but certainly enough to get the job done. Glasser calling for the hit on that yellow was livid. Looking for the same. Sweepers on it hard. I think this is going to actually get a piece of the guard. Yep. So crash the guard. Now Ed, who has hammer, is looking to tap up that stone on the center. Lie two. Amy Schneider, his vice, locks away. Might just be a little heavy. Might get the split here, though. Oh, that works nicely. Yellow sitting 3 here now. We'll have a look at the... It's a good position to be in with hammer. That's not opting for some form of hit here. And just kind of chipped 2 rocks, but didn't get either of them out of the house, which is starting to put a little more pressure on Philly here. Nutmeg with hammer. I think he's looking to guard the rock, which I think is number 2 on the in the 8-foot. Over on A. Cape has one lock in the house and a guard. I think this call was to come in, but looks like they've put up a guard. Amy Schneider's second vice lock called for the guard, but actually slipped in and has cornered the one of the other yellows. He's just starting to heap a world of hurt here on Philly. Four locks in the house. They don't have hammer. There's no guards out front for them to hide. I think this is a time to bail. It looks like a outweight should certainly get those two yellows in the 8 foot on the side of the sheet out. He may even then, if he gets it just inside of nose, roll over. Not giving himself much ice here, so this will definitely be an upweight hit. Lunch is now being served in the club. I think one thing you could never run out of Bonspiels is food and drink. So it's just a little wide with that. He got one of them, but didn't get both, which he really wanted, and lost his shooter. Ed, I think, is looking to put up. I'm not sure if he's going to put up the guard, tap that up. I'd like to put another one in the house. You know, a guard here is not really going to help him. This is Ed's first skip rock on C. Sweepers on it. That line's good. That's definitely guarded that rock. I think Glessner's now looking at what his options are. I think he's viewing the a double over on the other side of the sheet now. Hit that just off nose, spill two yellows, and then Ed has a draw for two. Which, given you know, if he makes his shot, given where the end was shaping up earlier, he'd probably actually be happy with. Over on A, Jack Miller, his last skip rock, he does not have hammer, having scored 3 in the first end. Is looking to take out one of the two Cape Cod rocks. Was Cape Cod sitting 1-2 at the moment. Ah, well, Mike Glessner is keeping this Philly team single-handedly, it seems, in this match. He has made the double, which gives Ed the draw for 2. Which, bearing in mind they were sitting 4 earlier, I think Philly will be very happy with. Over on A, Jack made a nice hit, took out the rock he wanted to, and then just nudged back the other yellow. So we'll tell you what that house looks like. On sheet C, Ed's draw. Sweepers are on it hard. They've got to get pretty much full 12, and are. Ooh, I think I may just have got it there. Playfulness amongst the vices. When one wasn't looking, the Philly vice just kicked it out of the house. However, that was 2 yellows, so that's a score of 2, putting Ed Simmons' team up 2-1 after 2 ends. Over on A, Jack Miller scored. I know that. He either scored 1 or 2. I didn't see that. So he's either up 4 or 5-0 after 2 ends against the Cape Cod team. We have first lead rocks being played at exactly the same time across both sheets. Let's see who puts up the better centerline guard, because I'm sure that was the call on both sheets. Unfortunately, on C, Kitty hogged hers, and on A, Kathleen Wallace put up a nice just off the centerline 3 guard. There's some adjustment to the decorations going on in the warm room, which has actually now got up to a reasonable temperature. Little issue with the heat earlier. It was cold. We weren't sure it was colder here or on the ice. So. On sheet C, Kitty's second rock was overly adjusted and turned out to be a little heavy going through the house. Billy with the Red Rocks has a corner guard, just a little tight, and fortunately their lead has thrown that through. As always, the ice speeds up. Third end is normally when it kind of come. You'd say it's up to normal speed. So time to make those weight adjustments from those early rocks. We do have a Battle of the Sexes trivia quiz going on. The all the male curlers have a list of questions which seem to be around makeup products and female pop stars. The questions for the ladies seem to be slightly more sporty and also involved colors of car fluids. Let's see. We have the filly with the corner guard. Mike Lesnar asking his second, Alex Taker. That's a good name for a second. I think if your name is Taker, you're going to be playing second a lot with lots of takeouts. He's shown some good weight there. Just slipped behind the tee, but it's pretty well covered. Ed is asking Skinny Larry, Nutmeg Club president, to basically just I think just come down on that shot rock. It's just behind the 4 foot behind the tee. Jack Miller's Nutmeg team did score 2 in the second end, making it 5-0 to Nutmeg as they play the third end. Larry's shot has come up very nice, just cornered their shot block and his sitting shot. I think Mr. Taker is being asked to basically do the same shot. Just come on top. If you just spring that back red, probably wouldn't be a bad thing. Kind of loosen things up a bit. As all these logs come on top of the one another, what it does is it's going to shrink the scoring for the team with hammer. And this was like a nice block as well. It's going to come and just do exactly the same job. Show you what this house looks like. Philly with the red box sitting 1 and 3. There's a corner guard in play. A lot of blocks in play on sheet A. Cape Cod sitting 1. With the only actual block in the house is a few guards out front. One less now. Need to crash the guard, which will be the plan B. Amy Schneider, it's him as vice first block. Just a little narrow, but has moved that corner guard out of the way and actually set up a centerline guard for them. So that's something they may be able to use later in the end. Philly looking to put up a imagine a corner guard to guard the shot block. Oh, I think I'm being joined in the commentary booth by the only other West Ham fan I know.
Click that. Ooh, okay, so my mic's not on.
Are you on mute? I don't hear you. Oh, there we go.
Oh, so now I'm on. Okay.
All right.
And you're on too? Maybe?
I am on. Yes.
There you go. Okay. 2 mics.
There we go. Look at that.
Funny how this works out.
It's like the Men in Blazers show.
Yes.
Without Blazers.
I stopped listening to the Men in Blazers.
You have?
Because it's all Everton and Chelsea talk.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
And, I mean,
West Ham gets no
they're
love.
never going to talk about West Ham unless they play Everton or Chelsea. So.
Yeah, exactly. But Men in Blazers.
But they are great.
Exactly. It's two English gentlemen who have a. I guess it started as a podcast.
It's a podcast,
yeah. On NBC Sports, and they talk a lot of soccer. Anyway, but this is not soccer. This is the third round of the FA Cup today.
Yes. Back over to our curling.
Exactly. So we have close game on C.
Where are we going back to?
Ed's up 2-1 after 2 ends. On sheet A, not quite as close at the moment. Jack's team has been.
Looks like Ed is going to try to chip out that red. If he hits it right, he gets them both, and can probably keep the shooter.
And could be sitting certainly 1, possibly Could be sitting 2, maybe 3. Tough to see what with a couple of biters.
Came with a good amount of weight. Sweepers are casual about it, so
Slightly more casual now.
yeah, now Larry's on it. They get the, and he got them
does
both. Nice shot, Ed.
Exactly, as called.
Oh. Hello, Elf. How you doing?
Just washed my hands, so I'm real good.
Fantastic.
Shaking hands with way too many people.
So nice shot by Ed there to sit 3.
Without hammer.
We're not sure which one is counting there. If it's the which biter.
Yep.
Over on sheet A, looks like Miller is sitting 1. Or no, there's a yellow back there. I think yellow's counting on the back.
Well, it could be you too.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah, where's the yellow?
I think it's right behind it. From our angle, you can't really see it.
We're right nose on. Unfortunately, we don't have the overhead for that. That's the
So
the one blind sheet we have. It's also as far away from here as possible.
Yeah.
So Glessner's first skip walk
He's
is
trying
away.
to freeze here, I think.
Yeah, a little heavy for the
Yeah,
freeze.
they were on it, but I didn't think they need to be.
And it's going to...
It's gonna
Oh,
bump.
it's going to be
so-
shot, but I'm guessing it won't be shot for long.
Nope.
Eddie's going to have no problem aiming for that. The good news are even afterwards that the shot lock is going to be behind T, so Philly will have a draw. Greg just joined, but Glessner has made a couple of really good shots to keep this close.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a run back in the first against 4, made it, and at
Wow.
one point in the second end was looking at a 4 as well, and made to cut it down by 2 by making a nice draw. So
He
a double.
he did that to me in the Dykes one year. In the 8th end, he needed a steal, and with his first rock, made this run back to. Oh, that actually is a better.
That
shot.
actually is a nice. That's a
Because there's
very
no
nice-
backing now. for him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, I'm not sure that's what he was looking to do, but by moving that, Glessner has no backing here at all, really. I mean, he's got to draw the 8 foot, fill it, pretty much anything.
Over on sheet A, I will walk over and see what's going on.
Yeah, wander down there.
Jack Miller's second rock without hammer. It looks like he's going to come in and try to bump his own red and send that yellow out the back and sit 2. Sweepers are off. Now they're on again. Here they come. Looks like he's got it.
So like Glessner
Nice shot,
now.
Jack.
Set himself in the hack. Needs to draw the 8 foot for his 1 and tie this up at 2. Sweepers are mildly interested now. They're going at it. Now they're up. It's all weight. There's no guards in the way, so it's purely weight on this. Here we go. Let's see. I think they may have just not overswept this, and that draws the pin, or draws the back 4. Very nice draw there against a bit of pressure.
Nice shot.
That's
Facing
tied
maybe
at 2.
facing maybe 3. Draws the button.
Yep.
Not bad.
Exactly.
Good
It's a
shot,
team
Mike.
shot, though.
Oh, I think I'm off again. Nope, I'm on. I'm on. I don't know. There's my mic. Oh well.
So what does sheet A look like?
Okay, now I'm on. Interesting.
So sheet A.
Sheet A.
This is hammer, right? Oh,
Did he get the peel? Oh, I don't know. He was going for the blank, I think, but it might have been 1 red. Yeah, that looks like a biter. Oh, so close. Yep. He went for a double and blank, and it just ended up. The red was still biting in the back.
Okay. Oh, so it
So I
gave
think
up,
it's
gave
one,
up steal at
yeah.
1, making it 6-0. Okay. So it's 6-0 Miller. Those fellas from Cape Cod on A. Here on C, close game, all tied up at 2 after 3 ends. Nutmeg with the red rocks, with the yellow rocks, pardon me, have hammer in this end. We've got a guard just off the center line, and Ed comes into the house on the wings. Philly looking to put up another center line guard just on the other side of the center line.
Yeah, but it's down the side. It runs down the side of feet too. It's a higher ceiling.
Like the fireplace has the rocks that all cracked, like built into the fireplace. Yeah.
So it's a little wide, just a little hot. So yeah, it's not hot.
I think there's like wood floors as the like side, like the and like a beautiful like wooden
Okay.
I don't know, it's pretty. Like I'm
You're worried about this highway that runs outside here. Basically, what we took to build the hotel.
Sheet A, Ed, Jack with the 6-point lead. Happy to go into the house with the first one. Doesn't really need guards.
You can hear it, yeah. Bang, bang.
So they did this. They had gone inside.
All the
Curling
trophies and stuff like that.
They broke down.
Ran off the road.
And they ended up falling. You come help them.
So
And they
it's all
found
going
their
in the back
stuff.
of the
No
car.
kidding.
Back.
Ed's lead, Kitty kind of crashes on the guard with a second, which sets up some center line guards. Which Klessen's going to have no hesitation to try and go around.
All the rest of the trophy stuff they had.
Really?
Mangled, melted, melted metal mess.
It's a good story.
Back of the car.
What else do you ever see?
Missed the call. It was actually going for the hit, which he does. And spills out.
There was one in the tumble. There were 2 staples.
Jack's jumped out to a lead here.
I think the earphones are definitely shedding.
Yeah.
You have like
See, take off your phone, Nigel.
No, I know what you mentioned. I actually saw that when I put them on.
I'm going to turn these off because I don't think I'm on anymore. It's not coming up.
It might be time for Nutmeg to invest in some. Yellow comes into the house here, but it's open, so looking for a downweight hit, throw hack. This line runs pretty straight. We can just get to the inside and just flop. You'd be in the 4 foot behind the center line guard, so a good place to be when you don't have hammer. Works away, sweeping hard. Sweeping hard if they get past the guard, which they are just going to. Ed looking to sweep this out, and it's just going to hang in at the back there. I think that, let's just look at that red. I think that's pretty biting here. Ooh, that's a tough one. I think I can see white there. I don't think that's Ed, I think deciding whether there's enough center line stuff we need to come around this time, which he's going to do, but just slip slightly behind T, which gives Philadelphia the opportunity just to basically play the same shot and just freeze and just move that back a smidge to back four. Yep, exactly what they're calling here. Sheet A, Cape Cod has a lock, shot lock, the only lock in the house in the 4 foot. Well, we actually think that one might have a technical difficulty. See if you can get it to work. Mr. Craig Doucette was having some. In fact, you can then take over for a bit while I grab some luncheon. Yeah, well, exactly. Yep. So,
check.
That's what lost Diet Coke for you.
All right. Put yours on mute.
Yeah. On mute.
Testing.
Oh, you want me to?
Hello, everybody. All right, it seems like we have volume. There we go. I like to turn it down. Keeps the background nice. Well, curling fans, good afternoon from Nutmeg Curling Club.
We have
Media Center.
Exactly.
High above sheet C. Nigel, my colleague Nigel Lucas, and me, Alpheus Winter.
Close game here on C.
Taking in draw 4. Yes, well, last evening, these games were spectacular. The Philadelphia rink took the Cape Cod rink right down to the last rock.
Well, they are.
And Ed and Jack Miller went beyond the last rock.
Oh, they played an extra.
They went an extra.
Oh,
Jack
I was on 995 for that.
Jack
one.
took 2 in the 8th to tie.
Nice.
And then stole 1 in the 9th with a rather Diane-esque shot.
Yes.
Oh, that shaves
the
the red even.
further on that one, son.
That didn't work well.
Cape Cod needs to get on the board here. They're down 6.
And they just shot one through, or
no, that was Jack. That was Jack. So Cape Cod's sitting 2 with hammer.
With hammer, but they're down.
They are down 6-0. Yeah, yep. They've first few innings.
What happened?
Sure
what happened? It was a distraction.
We're just.
Oh no.
This is probably the first end, despite the fact that the game on C is tied at 2. Nutmeg has sort of had the better of it, and
have they so far? Well, they don't have
high class shots.
They don't have the better of it right now.
No, this is the first end where Glasner really is looking at not having to throw miracle doubles and runbacks.
Well, they have a capable skip and a capable
yeah,
breaks
he made
too.
First end, he came up and needed to run his own lock back against 4 and did to score his 1. So
Oh my! Jack has a fair to middling chance to get in here.
I think he's looking well. He's up 6. I think at 6, he's like, you know what? You
don't let him have more than 2. No more than 2.
Exactly.
No more than whatever it is.
Even 2 is not terrible at this point.
No, not terrible. But
Up
3 is not
the turn
good.
with hammers. Most skips should take that. I think every day of the week.
You want to get one in and minimize the scoring damage.
So here on C,
Is there a skip?
Glessner. Mike Glessner.
Mike Glessner. I don't think that rock's going to curl very far, but he's not worried about it except being a guard.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
all's well. Red has the 4-foot zone surrounded. There is tappability there.
Yeah, I think that's this will be Ed's.
He could
Ed's
first.
Ed's first. Yeah.
With?
I think if I was here, I'd be looking to clear some.
I'd clear some rubbish away.
Exactly. Sheet A, Mr. Miller with a takeout.
Coming with a weight, and he hit the guard and opened it up for 3. That's.
And this will be no, actually, well, that was his first. So
yeah.
So I imagine that Kate will probably look to put that guard back.
And
then
or bring another one in, possibly.
Well, yeah,
they do need some points.
They do need the points, but if you put the guard.
Fighting.
If it's the perfect guard.
Biter.
Well, yeah, but I put up the perfect guard.
Yeah.
Which is always the easiest shot on curling, of course, the perfect guard. Jack will then have to go for it again, and if he peels off the guard, then he's got the draw for 3.
You know, Ed does have the interesting shot here. If he could try running that red straight back.
He could do it.
And that would clear them away. And I saw a shot executed the previous end similarly.
Yes.
To this.
He needs to get that red. The red on the button to not jam on his.
Yeah, that would be good.
His yellow in the back 8 foot. That would not be good. Well, bucks away. Sweepers are just jogging next to it.
Oh, looking.
Now we're thoroughly engaged.
Oh, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
I think it's going to be.
And.
It is very good.
Very good. And Larry sweeps it away.
Yes, and
Ed's sitting shot.
Her hand to the heavens for reasons that. So we'll look at the overhead here a bit quickly on this. Let's see what
Mr.
Glessner is looking at.
He's got some yellows in front.
I think the shot probably he doesn't have.
He can draw. He can draw.
It's draw exactly. Why not just draw down to that back yellow?
Yeah.
Yep. And then that sets up the force at worst.
Or he could get very aggressive and play off the red.
I'm wondering that because he does have the red, and I think he's looking at that. But I think that's it's
a lower percentage.
Yeah, I think the draw, because to be honest, I mean you could just draw the top. I mean that yellow guard.
We have a bell. I think it's a public service announcement. The women won.
Husband, gentleman on the ice.
What's the score?
All right, here's Jack. Oh, look at this shot. Look at the shot on A. The perfect biter.
All right, so here we are. Jack has a hit.
Nobody's
looking at this at all.
Not looking good.
Oh,
Jack, that lead is evaporating like snow in May. Draw for 4.
We're gonna go. Let's have a look at this.
And I wouldn't listen. Who is that, Skip? Don't mess with Paul.
Yeah, I think that is a.
Look at it from here.
So this will be a draw for 4.
Oh, and Paul can make the draws.
Let's quickly fade over to C.
All right, here we come. Here comes C now.
We're looking at the overhead view.
Good. Lucky us.
Sweepers on it.
Lucky us.
It looks a little wide.
Little light.
Wide and light.
Light. So Ed's got 1 possibly.
I think
they're letting him have 1. I think that the intent here was to let Ed have 1. But there's the tap now.
There's the tap. You got to be careful. If you just don't tap that back, you could
hurt yourself.
I don't like the tap. I do not like that tap.
Well, tell me where there's a better draw.
Well, true.
He could play off the red one.
I think that's what he's doing. But it's oh no.
Ed's got the control for that.
Exactly.
He's going to keep the weight down.
Exactly. It's do no harm.
And here's Paul's draw on A, and of course it's in the house. I can guarantee this is in. Or no. Oh, close.
So it's going to be accompanying music from Mr. Dan Naylor.
He floats through the air with the greatest of ease, the daring young man on the flying trapeze.
All right, so that was. So we think that was a bite and he gets a 2.
Move are so graceful, and the girls he does please. And my love he is taken away. Looking good. Looking good.
On it.
They can come off. They can come off. They can come off. We're going to switch to the front rock now. Well played. Well played.
And it is.
Is it far enough? Yes.
Ooh,
Short.
I don't know. That's
going to be a close. That could
I
be a
think
measure.
It could be a measure.
It could be a measure.
There's no gambling in curling, but anyone put money on it?
I'll say it's short.
Well,
there's no measure. I
it's
say
been
short as
decided.
well. I think.
Three, five, 1 or 2.
One. Yeah. Oh, 4. Okay. Well, I'm going to hand you over to Alpheus while I go off and get some luncheon, and I'll be back.
He'll be back directly. Okay. Well, I hope this headset's actually working.
Well, I'll leave that one there.
Check with your son.
Well, you can see it.
It's moving. Okay. Well, you need to charge it. Kitty the Rock. Catherine Le Rock.
Oh, what was the? It
was 1. 3. So the score after 4 ends, halfway. Jack Miller, 6. Cape Cod, Paul Sophoulis, 3. And after 4, Ed Simia, Nutmeg, 3. Philadelphia, Mike Glessner, 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Bring her down. Testing 1 2. Too low. Testing 1 2. All right, we have 2 rocks in the house to start the 5th end here. Ed's calling for Kitty to throw the intern to the rock just. Oh, we have to get on the. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. My bad. Bring a. I know my viewing public has great expectations here, and we will honor them. Okay, Kitty's rock is away. Curling nicely. Really curling in. Look at the curl on this. And she's on the button nicely. Tina, we have to restrain our applause. I would suggest the. Yeah, baby.
This is what they do in billiards.
Larry, look at Haggard here. Another rock coming down on C, looking a little hot. Let's see if it just gonna catch a corner of it. Just kissed it. It's in pretty good shape right here. Has a rock on the. That is a rock on the back 4 foot, biting the button. And I suspect he's going to ask Larry to put a guard up in front of it. Nick Glessner has a rock in the back 8, sitting second. And definitely Larry put a light touch on this one, the guard weight. They might want to think about sweeping it because it should break pretty hard now that it comes into the hog line area. Shaping nicely on the center line. And I'd say it's about a 94% guard. Very nicely done. Answer to that problem, get rid of the other guard. And if it happens to split the middle, so be it. Okay, shots underway. Just curling a little too much. I don't think it's going to catch it, and left another guard in front now.
No, I'm going to just enjoy my lunch while you can.
So Kitty put a nice rock just on the back of the button, and now it's getting guarded up pretty nicely. So it has a back guard. As I say, the path to the 4-foot is not open, and the path beyond the 4-foot's not open either.
It was just one.
There's one, and this will be one too. And Lisa. Okay, Larry putting up another guard here. It's hard to guard one rock with one rock, but it's easy to guard one rock with 3 rocks.
It is considered.
And they're coming in. He brought it right in. Oh my gosh, Larry brought that right into the 4-foot, and excellent. Let's have a quick look on the overhead.
It's definitely time to open that front up.
Yes, it should. Biting his finger. Broken tooth? No talk. What's he saying?
Yeah, we're eating our lunch, Craig. We don't want to see this.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear us talking while we're eating our lunch, possibly. Well, Craig took care of the rock that was in the house, apparently, because I don't see any yellow rocks in the paint at this point. Here comes one now. Running deep. Jack sweeping. Back 12. Well, the second's got they have a bit of bother here, but it could be. Oh, he's not throwing a heavy takeout.
No, I think he's trying to make
finesse it. Trying to finesse it.
I'd be blasted.
I don't think that shot, if it comes to rest on that rock's going to be shot, and it's wide.
Why? Not coming back.
It won't be back. That's coming, and it won't be back.
That weight was good though. But I think he was trying to hit the yellow.
Yeah, but I would just lost the sense.
I think the fence in the center needs to be disassembled.
Yes, because guess what? There's another one coming.
Yes.
Why have 2 guards when you can have 3?
Mm-hmm, exactly. Well, Larry didn't chose not to throw a guard. He went right in there. I love how Amy, she absolutely turns that ankle to a near 90 degree.
If I've done that, the next thing will be smacking me on the ice.
Oh, the next thing would be in traction. I think she's bringing it in. Look at this. Look at this go. Oh, that's a nice guard. Let it drop. That's a nice guard.
Hang on a second.
Oh, what's up? What happened?
That was quite close.
All right, we'll have a little time out here. I think
I'll play
lunch.
back here.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's just a flurry of activity here that I've been remiss to keep you up to date.
We're having lunch.
But Ed, yeah, we're having lunch here. Ed, without hammer, is sitting one, but his rock is in peril.
In peril.
In peril.
And he's definitely
Both of
looking
these
to,
teams
put up the guard.
Both of these teams, high quality teams in desperate straits, having lost their first match.
Yes, it's in such a short, 3-game round robin.
Yeah,
You lose your first game, you
put you in a bit of a pickle.
You're setting up for the 5-game weekend. The third event's not exactly a rat race, but you do get to play the semi-finals tomorrow at 9 o'clock, followed by the final for the 2 winning teams. I will, fortunately, not be participating in that. Lucky enough to be on the main 2-0 league.
This division could literally have, well, I guess 2-1, 2-1, 1-2, 1-2.
Yes, because we've got it's interesting because we've got the 2 winners playing each other, the two winners from last night and the 2 losers from last night playing. So
there'll be one team at 2-0, two
team
teams at
0-2.
1-1,
Yep.
and one team at 0-2.
Yeah, exactly. Unlike the
Other division,
other division where we have 2 2-0s and 2
0-2s, and quite. Well, Mike Glessner now working his way back, and he is going to address this center guard with his first rock hammer.
Yes, I would say, and he can bring some weight. So
A lanky
my
fella.
feeling, a lanky, strong fella.
A lanky, strong fella.
Well, if I were the sweepers, I'd personally be taking a couple of steps towards the hog line.
I might be a little closer to the hog line, like on the other side of it.
It might be useful exuberance.
Start walking now. No, too late. And he gave it a little extension.
I'm a big fan of that myself.
They stayed ahead of it.
Yep.
Oh, they're going for the run back.
Oh,
It opened it up.
Well, it did open it up. I think that was as best he could do.
Yes. What do you score that? 5.
Yeah, he did it all.
Yeah.
5 out of 4.
Exactly. He got the shooter out of the way, got the guards out of the way. I think that.
Ed knocked that red one away.
He's looking at this and pointing with his stabilizer. Yes. What are we thinking here? We could poll the audience. What would you do here? Exactly. Are you sure, Skip?
Crazy.
Yeah, we can do this.
Play with Mike. Sean, is he? When I play with Mike, I got to tell him.
All right, so here we go. They're still debating it, I think, in the hack.
That is a seriously tight broom.
Yes.
Left-handed delivery.
Yeah, he does that every shot, I've noticed.
Every time.
Every shot.
Has it got extra rotation on this? Let's.
Ed does put a little extra.
And
He did it.
Oh,
he ticked it
he's
for 2.
Big set out.
Caught that one right on camera too. Got the overhead.
Nice.
All right,
That's why you
ladies.
get paid the big bucks.
And I'm the technical advisor. I'm color man technical advisor. Who we got?
Ladies
Who
and
we
gentlemen,
got?
we have
Oh my word!
We have people I didn't know who knew where the Curling Club
Buckley's have
was anymore.
arrived. Happy New Year! Happy Christmas!
New Year. I have a present for you too.
Carl, pleasure. How's things out of the country?
I saw your daughter.
When
I see your daughter all the time. She's taking our spot. Yes. So I saw her on New Year's Day.
Oh, okay.
Here, because she's friends with, but it's all, exactly.
Yeah, the club.
So how's the running?
Keep running.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Running a lot. More than Emily.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Buckley in the house.
Slumming? Have done slumming?
No, we decided to take a long drive. We decided
So
to take a
what are we
long
looking at
drive.
here, Alfie?
He's doing the draw to tap it. I mean, it looks good so far, but look at it, it's hanging out. It's hanging out.
No,
I should have worn my glasses.
It's hanging out.
Coming down.
Now,
coming
is it
down
going to
now.
bounce away
No.
and give them two?
No, it's going to
No,
give them
one.
one. I
Steal
think.
of one.
Steal of one. Yep.
Steal one. Let's we'll
get
get a
the
quick
inside.
look at that, and they're looking at it. But the question, no question who the second rock was on that one.
So everyone's sheet A looks like Jack was forced to one.
I see. Well, that's
They got on a game yet.
6, 7, 8.
And I have a gift. So hang on a second.
Oh,
Let's-
it's
let's all
a late
I've
Christmas
had
for
this
Nika.
at my house for like a year and a half.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Three Kings Day gift.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's orange.
It is over.
It's the Mets.
Oh, it's
I'd
a
love to see
Mets
this.
shirt.
Flip it around.
You
Flip it
know,
around.
I won't wear that.
Exactly.
You're lucky she didn't burn it.
Thank you very much. Were you at the? Were you,
Oh, show it to the Philadelphia
We went to a
people. They'll love that too.
with the Yankees
nice,
and the Mets,
nice. Thank you very
But
much.
it was. I just haven't seen you.
Get on the program. Is this your television?
Yeah, that's all my stuff. Yeah, that's all my. And that's my glasses case as well. That's all my stuff. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm away from
Right.
I don't need to see what's on that. Probably a better position.
Yeah, exactly. So meanwhile, back at the curling.
Oh, there's a high guard.
Very high guard. Very, very high guard.
Yes, it's not.
No, it's not a high guard.
Exactly.
It's a hog.
It starts with an H.
There was a small misjudgment of weight on that one.
Oh, the hot guard.
So,
Better than the hack guard, or is it?
South Pro.
It's about the same, isn't it?
I know. You look great.
Okay.
I made him buy new
Did you stop cooking?
Here's another high guard.
No, didn't stop cooking or eating.
Just
Or
doing the
drinking.
Just doing the.
But this one's over.
This one's gonna make.
This one will be over. So this is a high guard. Actually, it's not that high.
It's not bad. It's not
That's a fine guard.
It's a fine
guard.
It's a
Perfect.
two.
It's a 2, and it's right on the right close enough to the center
So Ellie, when was the last time you were on the ice?
on ice.
Not this season, not last season. The season before. Right?
All right, so Jack has one in the back. Jack pulled a quick little upset last night, beating Ed's rink in extra ends. Very, very exciting. Took 2 in the 8th with hammer to tie it, and then stole in the extra end to win it.
Wow.
Hard to take 2 against Ed when he's playing.
Curling much, is it? It's
They flooded over Christmas. It's not curling a lot.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we'll come back in.
He can just push that in. When did it ever curl?
Every April.
Yeah.
April. It waits.
Last year.
Oh, okay.
They sharpen the stones up.
For years it was
George
straight.
Strait.
They sanded the stones a bit. And,
Oh, she hooked that.
oh, they got the high guard in that time.
They do look good. 2020.
So with this, Kitty, and we have one sweeper.
We can only hope, right?
We lost Larry. Is Larry doing presidential work?
Is Larry at the bar? Is he in the bar?
Uh,
Probably about it.
So, are you retired?
no.
Still teaching.
Yeah.
Still teaching, and my office sale went south. I had a buyer.
Oh.
Shit the bed.
That's too bad.
Sold half my shit
Hey,
out of my.
hey. We're a family network. I mark this as appropriate for children. Big mistake. Big mistake.
Well, might need to change that.
That's life.
That's
Oh.
too bad.
Oh, this is a Philly.
Philly.
Philly team.
So how long was it on the market?
I don't know.
It's a nice looking rock, but it might catch guard.
No,
it's
past
not
the
catching guard.
It's past the guard some way.
And it's going to hit and roll a little far, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think the yellow rock's out.
Oh no, I think that was. I'd say
It did not roll too
pretty
far
happy
at
with
all.
that.
And the yellow rock did go far enough.
Exactly.
And that red one that didn't go into the house is now.
Exactly.
a lovely
It's amazing
guard.
how that happens.
Yeah, right?
Now, they are hammer, however, so they're guarded in the center. All it has to do is get one down near it, and that'll pretty much ice it at one.
I said that the force. Yeah.
Going for now.
And to this day, my attorney goes, I had him call their attorney, he didn't call their.
What are we looking at here? We have a yellow sitting one over on A with
Yeah,
a
no,
red
two-
bracketing the top bottom of the
Two
dice.
riders. And,
Craig is
is
bringing custom service.
Look at this.
Oh my word!
I think actually we have an app from the ice that you can place orders.
This is impressive.
Exactly.
I think they should be pouring them into those nice red cups. However,
Yes.
all right, Larry, bringing it. I think Larry's on
Cup
the guard.
holders.
Nigel,
Exactly.
would Larry be on the guard with this?
He's definitely on the red guard.
Well, he's not.
Zaleski do those?
Oh, I don't know.
As you know, yeah, he's been around.
Yeah, I think.
Larry Zaleski
Do the,
do cup holders.
Oh yes, thank you.
I think it was probably Larry.
And we have
Yes.
Skinny Larry's the president now. You probably
I
know
think
that.
there's too many people probably.
That's our president out there, Skinny Larry.
No,
I
I
said Larry Zaleski.
Yeah, that's his handiwork all the way.
You mean Skinny Larry? Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, President Skinny Larry.
I like the colors. I saw them.
Yeah,
very blue.
Watched them going
Crystal
in.
Very
snowflake.
blue.
Yeah.
All right,
I just
Nada,
did the white
bringing
as
it.
usual.
They're sweeping. And it's by the guard. And it's a... All right, that's one down.
Yep.
This is a guard also. I don't think that's going to reach the house.
Except it's cold.
Not going to reach the paint.
It's wintry, but it's kind of like,
Yeah, no, I get what
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's calming, it's soothing.
Hanukkah blue.
It does look like Hanukkah.
It's Hanukkah blue.
Hanukkah blue.
That's
I didn't know
good.
that was-
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just Hanukkah. No?
Meh.
I thought it was usually a
Well,
little
you have
lighter.
that darker one in, but I think it's more it's like the lighter blue that's in.
All right, Larry put the guard up. Now he's going to go for the draw. We have two yellow rocks coming down the ice simultaneously. Curling magic at its
Not
best.
on the same sheet though. That's
Larry
good news.
is coming
'Cause
up
that
a
would be
little
very
light here, a
confusing.
little light.
I don't think Larry gave it enough weight.
It's not his usual sweepers.
Yes.
Not as usual.
That's not good.
That's funny. That's good though.
All right, Nada has another crack at that yellow rock now, possibly. Let's see here. Near A. Yeah, I think she's got a little crack at it.
Kitty's like, which one is mine?
Oh,
Let's have a
God.
look. Yeah, that's
A little, little thing here. Shall we zoom in on the...
Well, he's obviously throwing a down weight hit.
Let's go with the overhead and see what happens. Here it comes. Looking good. Got it. Red sitting 3.
Two. 3, yes.
What are you trying to do? Yeah, but
Not going to.
Are we going to kiss a guard here?
Oh, yes. Well, no, I think we were trying to.
No, we're not doing anything. Oh,
I think
that
we're trying
opens
to
up
tap.
a draw now.
that was too far. That was
What are we looking at now?
too
2.
narrow to me.
One red, Jack sitting 3. But, you know,
Yes.
they're all open.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the A. You can see. Nigel, we have the preview on A, so you can see 1, 2,
Perfect.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Looking to
Gabri-
hit that.
Gabrielle LeBruce bringing her vice rock in. Married to Philip LeBruce. They could sweep that.
I'm not entirely sure what that.
That's no help at all for
No, that's-
the
I
Cape
think
Cod
they were-
rink, is it?
No. Guarding the opponent's shot mark is generally not the way to
Oh,
go.
look at this! Bring it hard, and is it buried? That's the question.
It is, well,
Partially.
you know what, it is enough, because if you try hitting it,
You're going to jam.
you're
You've
going to
got
jam
a
on
very
the
strong
exactly.
jam
Nothing
potential.
good is coming
Yes.
from that.
Well
Nothing
played
good
shot by Amy Schneider, I believe.
very
No,
nice.
she might be the one to be playing. She should be playing against Schuster next week, perhaps. Those two draws of Larry's are not going to beat Schuster.
I hear the no. I hear the
That
line
line
is
was
7.5.
7.5 points, and
7.5 points.
every missed shot is a point. You understand?
I will still take.
Take Ed.
I will take Ed
as
and
a
the
7.5
points.
Underdog.
Yep.
Mark will take that bet.
The reason being,
I'd hold for
because
9.
he doesn't have to go 8 Ed.
Yeah, it could shake after 6.
Exactly.
Could
So
shake when they're down 6.
Exactly. Place the bet, shake when you're down 6, and go to the bank.
Now here's one that's coming up light. This pretty much guarantees a 1-point end. You know, this is an end. This is an end that could be completed right now. They could just push the rest of the rocks because there's not going to be any more scoring, and they're going to waste 10 minutes thinking, pointing,
so,
planning.
Well, here's the question: does yellow try get? Well, you can't draw there. You could tap that. Yes.
Yeah, they could try the tap.
How does the angle look, though?
Very nice. They can't knock it out, but they can tap it.
Yeah.
Well, let's
see. We are about to see Joel Lenniker.
So how many viewers do we have?
Oh, we had 6 earlier.
5, 8, 10, 12 viewers. Good heavens.
No, you want the live.
Those are
I want to
7.
7 concurrent viewers, and they're not leaving because it's
exactly
it's showing. This is a nice looking rock. A bit wide.
It's a little wide.
Oh, it's very wide. And hot too. That would have punched that rock right through. Oh, kiss it.
No.
Oh, if they kissed it, it would have been nice. All right,
So
there's
now
trouble.
the question is,
Yeah, he could
On the outside, grab more of the way.
punch it.
Punch it out.
I think you
Punch
can
it.
punch it out. I think you can punch this out. Well,
Jack.
Punch that out.
Meanwhile, Jack is still sitting 3 over here on A.
yeah.
All right, let's get near C because this is a momentous moment here.
Momentous. Exactly. They will be talking about this for years.
A lot of rocks, yeah, people. A lot of rocks.
Lisa's shot is away. A little down weight, quiet takeout.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Crash.
And we all know what gotta go means.
Gotta
Should've
go.
gone.
Maybe.
They're off it. She's by it.
Can't see.
Oh, very
And-
nicely done.
Number 3.
And the biter. And the
Yeah,
biter.
The
That
biter's got teeth.
teeth.
The biter's got teeth.
A costly mistake by the Simia rink. Cost them some shots there.
Yep.
Costly.
Now, does Ed think he has a double here? No, I don't think the angle's there. Especially for the lefties. Comes out the long hack.
He'll never keep the shooter, that's all. It's a problem.
Oh, there was a very nice tap up on very nice tap up on A for shot.
Question is, can Jack get to it?
I don't think so, because I imagine the lock that tapped it is probably got in the way now as a guard.
Let's have a look. Who's hammer over there?
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod's
So
hammer.
this is Jack's last block. There's a lot.
I don't see much in the.
You know what? The force might not be the worst thing here. All right, but let's go back to C because
Near
Ed-
C, yeah,
yes,
yeah. Well,
near C.
we're on full view here. Ed's in the hack,
I think
lining it up.
Ed is definitely looking to.
Bring some down weight.
Have to be down weight.
Gotta be down way.
Oh, it's got to be down weight. Oh, it's back up, Amy. Don't take your eyes off it. Shooter's going to be lost here.
Skinny after.
It's going to just shave it. Made it worse.
Made it worse, yeah.
Could be a draw for 4 coming up.
Yeah, I think that's the obvious place to go. Just biting.
Just bite it. You can't split those 2 in front. They're too much behind a wall.
Yeah, because it's buried in under. No coaching from the glass piece.
No, we don't.
So let's go to A. There's going to be some time on C.
There will be some time on C.
So this is Jack Miller's last lock. Cape Cod is sitting
Is it
one.
underway?
No, not yet. He's in the hack. I think they're still debating because Nader doesn't seem to have set the boom yet. So
If he could just get there and bite this.
Jack's looking at the scoreboard trying to remember what the score is, I think.
7-3.
Sorry, Jack. But
Jack's
I
throwing-
think he's probably thinking, you know what?
He could tap
We're
his
up
red in a bit.
7-3.
No, he's going the other way. He's going the other way.
If I force them, it's 7-4. I'm coming, after
Yeah,
6
block
ends.
that.
I'm up 3 with hammer. Not a bad
Sure,
place to
not
be.
a bad. Not bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pool. Well, pool play.
We'll zoo. Oh, we're gonna have both rocks underway simultaneously. Jack. Oh boy, he's a little hot with this.
But the sweep is
But
on
they're
it.
sweeping. Oh, they are all on this. All right, 2 rocks underway, so we're not going to zoom in on anything.
No.
Past one guard.
Gotta go, people. Gotta push.
Past another guard.
Gotta push people.
Oh, look at this. Jack may have pulled off the impossible.
Well, apparently it wasn't impossible.
No, yellow is. Oh.
No, I think.
I think it's red.
I think red is hammer. Red is shot. Yep.
Red is shot. Great.
Paul now needs to look at.
And it's not going to get more than one. We'll take a pause here. Do we have a sponsor for these commercial breaks?
Yeah, exactly.
Joel Lenneker Design Studios.
Yeah.
Don't be buying a new car.
What are we looking at on C? Well, that's. Is he looking to try and come in off that red? Because there's no draw, right?
Over here.
You to count to cut them to one. Yep. There's that. Yeah, I think it's. Well, Philly has hammer, so I don't know. Yeah. Sheet A, they're taking a timeout.
Ed
Paul's
Simia
coming
underway. Let's see if I
down
can.
the ice to have a look.
Hit this and roll.
That's what I think he's trying to do. Yeah, exactly. Get to the inside and just try and scoot.
Oh, Ed. Beautiful shot, Ed. Oh, my word. Ed just cut them down to
A draw for two.
a single digit.
So it's
Well played, Ed.
Throwing roll. You play off the board.
Yeah. Only one shot a game. Can you pay off the bumpers?
Still discussing. A lot of discussion on sheet A here.
Yeah. Well, this is
I question this, but hey, why not? These are the two 0-1 teams here.
Looks like there's a lot of standing around here.
Well, they've got.
What are they thinking? Are
They're-
they thinking like
they're
doink,
hydrating.
doink, doink, doink?
They're hydrating, you know. and there is a scrape after this, so they're not on a strict time limit.
If I run this. Yeah, exactly. I think he's looking at a sort of run back.
Run back.
I think he's thinking yellow,
So
red,
okay,
red,
now
yellow,
the shot's away on A.
and the risk return. Okay, let's concentrate on A for a moment.
Let's
Sweepers
bring it in
on
on
it,
A
off
and
of
see
it.
what we come up with. Oh,
Oh, that's probably not what he wanted.
he
to
did
do.
it for two. He got two.
That's two red. No.
Yes, two red.
Yeah, he gave up two.
They're shaking.
Club was yellow.
Oh, Jack's red.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a shake. They shook on A.
The sound of Velcro on A.
Jack
Let's look
Miller
at
leading the field.
Well, in this one, yeah. We've got
This is the Briar division.
Yes, in the Briar division, he will be the only undefeated team.
Yes.
Right, here
So
we
we
go.
have-
Let's concentrate on
All
C
right, now we get to C.
Mr. Glessner
Your C, ready to
is coming with. Oh, that's
some serious weight.
yeah. That's going to hit the other one.
No, it's just going to send the red flying and nowhere.
Yeah, I would get out of the way of this.
It was the release.
Yes.
And that one.
That damn release.
So one red.
After all that.
Ed did a fine. Well, Ed did a nice job to force them to
Oh,
one.
very nice. Yeah.
Very nice job to force to one.
So after six,
Six
it's,
ends.
It's going to be what?
Do
4-3 Ed.
On the ice.
Yes, we're on the boards anyway.
This is a well hydrated rink. Look at this.
They are very hydrated.
Hydrated.
Especially the amount of ice that Lisa has in her
A
drink.
lot of ice keeping them hydrated.
Exactly.
So what did this team score?
One.
One
Yeah,
red
yeah.
for Philadelphia.
It was a really good shot by Ed.
Ed did a
coming
nice in off.
Yeah. And then supposed to go in for the draw. He was looking at the sort of Hail Mary. I could get 3. Probably couldn't do any harm. In the end, he was wide.
Yeah.
And it's a 1-point game. This is what the crowds come all the way from.
Where?
In
Sherman.
That's actually in
New
Connecticut.
Fairfield.
That's actually, it's in Fairfield County.
Oh, is it really?
We are the northernmost and smallest town in
Went to a
Fairfield
little
County.
wedding on the farm on the peninsula down the middle of the.
Oh, Candlewood Lake. That's pretty up there. That's very pretty.
Oh. No!
We have a body down.
That's in Sherman. I think
That's in New Fairfield, New
Milford.
Milford, not Fairfield County. Not Fairfield County. You know what? She threw that shot from her backside, and it's
gonna
a
be
well played
just
corner guard.
just in the house.
Little biter.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I've seen worse shots.
Oh, I've seen lots of shots.
Oh, the premier ice crew is here. Bobby and Jeff are both here.
All right, a second center guard, possibly in the house guard. This is not a hit.
No, I think they're looking to go.
They're going right in. All in. Arcing nicely, coming down. We'll do the overhead, clear the guard by a bit so it won't overcurl. And I'd say it's going to nestle just biting the, in the top 12.
Top 12.
Top 12.
It is somewhat open.
It is.
Split the house.
Yes, it looks like a call to split the house. Oh, there was a yelling of last second instructions. This is wide. This is wide.
This might, are we going to wiggle?
We might wiggle.
No,
it'll come. There it goes.
Thomas is doing very well. Thomas might be listening.
Hello, Tom. St. Joseph's High School in Trumbull.
I know he's in St. Joe's.
Yeah, he's up at St. Joe's.
I meant more now.
Good. He's curling. Yeah, he's going. I mean, we were down in Philly.
All right,
there's Plainfield week after next, then Norfolk for their inaugural juniors.
The ice box is open.
Then the Neon here, and then Schenectady this year. So yeah, he's enjoying it. He's playing really well. I mean, he's he plays lead on the team with 3 other boys who are
experienced,
all juniors, more experienced, but I will.
Yeah, but he's got the future.
Yeah, he is possibly has the future. So we might look next year to
and the hit is successful, and it's rolling and rolling. Ed did a 360.
No, they'll
that shot rolled out.
Nutmeg. And they've been playing juniors for years.
No, but I mean, where do they go to school?
Oh, all over. No,
one's in Wilton.
One's up in
Wilton.
Michael's up in
I know where Michael is.
And so yeah.
Now Larry's going to.
Thinking about trying to maybe get something going at Joe's next year. Obviously, I mean, this high school's going. It's around the corner.
Yeah, right.
Really, really. Trumbull High School used to be really involved in juniors. There were a dozen or more kids from Trumbull High. All right, the peel is successful.
Yep. So, but he's really enjoying it. So,
they like St. Joe's.
Yeah, loving it. That was my sort of concern. From, not that Joe's is a big school; it's 200 boys and girls per year. But his graduating class was 38 from All Saints, so it's a big, totally different dynamic. But yes, I was actually discussing a little bit that with your daughter because Joe is on the way to their national championship.
They're going for a hit here, apparently. No?
Right, yes, I know.
Yes.
No, that is not a hit.
Unpleasant commentary from.
I couldn't go to that. I wanted to go to that.
We went to 2 Joe's games.
Well, they did get the hit.
their average score throughout the regular season, except when they came to the final, was 50 against 5. Oh yeah, they're that good.
So who won?
They did. They won the. They beat
They won the single L.
Single L. So
state.
they'll up to double L, I guess, next year. Yeah.
Larry looking for an easy double here.
But he enjoys it. He likes it. It's a good. Very happy with it.
He can't kick a field goal on this, can he?
Yeah. Joe's has a number of buses that go from different towns. This just picks up, and actually picks it up in the
Stop sweeping.
His old school also.
Stop sweeping.
And it's full. It's completely full.
Wow.
Oh
wow. 1.5 takeout.
There's a lot of kids from
So Larry,
our way.
nudge them off the center line. No guards to speak of.
It was a choice of Joe's or he didn't really want to go to prep.
No.
He didn't really want to go to little boys' school.
Notre Dame Fairfield, possibly.
Notre Dame Fairfield, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. They were putting the two choices. So he got into both. Yeah, he didn't really want to do the prep thing. And we gave him the choice. I said, look, these are all good choices as far as we're concerned.
Yeah.
But he just, and he's not girl crazy, but the mixed environment.
Uh-oh, this one is, let's see. Let's get the... Rock's out.
He's going to try lacrosse. He's never played.
Oh.
Freshman team.
Oh, boy.
So,
That's a hard game.
I have to go to the game when they play well.
VC. So it'll be fun. He wants to do that. So.
Both boys play
Right.
lacrosse. Actually, well, 4 of my grandchildren.
Right. Okay. Well, he's never played, so he wants to, who gets some good instruction there. They've got obviously good athletic departments.
Well, Steve All-American.
Right. Exactly.
Wow.
They've
Yeah. We're talking the other sport here, lacrosse.
Had to put the broom down for Amy to throw a takeout. Back to curling here.
Yeah, exactly. Back to curling.
The out turn. Nice release. Little down weight.
yeah.
Yep.
Sweepers are
Yeah,
going to
but
have to
he runs
work
pretty
it.
straight there, so.
And it's
That's looking like a.
Yeah, no.
No, she might catch a corner. No, nothing. No, they're gonna
gonna
nick
get
it.
a
Gonna
corner.
nick it.
no, yeah, it's got a little bit.
Did it get out?
Yeah,
And yes.
And it's
Yeah.
out. Okay.
that worked.
It'd be nicer to keep the rock in, but hey, beggars and choosers.
Exactly.
All right, so 1 red in the house, and who has hammer? Ed has hammer.
Ed has hammer up 1.
You could still throw a split without hammer, just to
Yes, well,
really
yeah,
make
of
the
course,
force.
Ed
Really
would-
make the force
Ed
happen.
would love to blank here.
Yes, he would. This would
I don't
be
think that's,
exquisite.
That's
So for
probably-
that reason, a split would be a good idea.
Yes, exactly. Looks like he's going in for the 4-foot. But you've got to put everything in there. We actually have 4 sheets of curling going on here today. Live coverage from the Perth Masters on the 4th sheet. Perth Masters. From just north of my homeland, in Bonnie, Scotland.
Bunny. That's a nice looking rock. Although I
just a
think it's a
little
little toasty.
Yep.
Let's see. That had some amber fluids behind it, I think.
And has
Oh,
no,
it's
just
in.
hung
Oh,
on.
that biter.
Oh, yeah,
Joel, we have teeth here.
Yeah,
Got teeth.
that's going to make the blank really
That
difficult.
just made the blank difficult. So he wants to hit and roll.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants to hit first off.
Well, yes.
But this is one where if you catch that, you don't have to knock it far out. So it'd be nice to get that.
Good. A number of former Nutmeg members here. Jane Beatty's here.
Hannon?
Jane's over there. Yes, because she's moved down to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's have a look because this looks like it's going to get a little roll. Okay, good. There it is sitting. Oh, that biter in the back is frozen on another rock
Oh,
too.
no, yeah. Although I think if you
They'll
just
go
put-
if,
exactly.
if that's the direct
Yeah,
hit.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
What's interesting here, of course, is that just a nose hit will not
Might not be
will
in.
not be in the house.
Yeah.
So you need to just get it on the inside and
Catch a
hold
little
it.
inside edge.
Just a smidge.
Let's take it back to the overview.
Warm is definitely picking up here.
Oh, yes. Well, New Year's Eve tonight.
It's now warm.
Yes.
Also, the team came off the ice.
Yeah, well,
Team's off the ice.
who is that?
Okay, Michael Glesser going for the hit. Oop, that was not the smoothest release, but let's see. We'll get the overhead on this one.
Is he going to get to the inside?
He's on the outside. He's on the outside.
That's not going to do it.
And outside, not in. Ed
Ed is going to
can
blast
now.
away. I imagine that.
Now this can he split those in with his final rock? That's a tricky one. No, that's too tricky.
No.
It's tricky. So Ed would certainly love to relieve the back of all of those rocks.
Yes, yes,
And dispatch his own as well.
yes, yes. He doesn't want to leave something that. That's a good freeze on. I don't think he would go.
You know, he throws that draw and just brushes that rock. Ed has hammer. Yeah, if he takes one, he's in pretty fair shape.
Did they not put the looking up there and I only see 4.
Well, it could be
6.
There's a 6.
Yeah, there's a 5. There's a 5 out behind the young
There's
lady.
a 5. Oh, I don't see this rock going away.
No,
Oh,
I
wait,
think
yes,
it's
it will. No, he's stuck.
Oh,
But he stayed in.
He stayed. Well, he could get the deuce. He's going to try for the freeze, no doubt.
no, he's got it.
Jay, baby.
Unions and hugs here. He could have stayed at home and listened to the dulcet tones of Nigel and Alf.
All right, so what do we got now is Ed sitting in the back of the house. I wonder if Michael is, he would love to, no, he doesn't want to freeze to it.
No, he's gonna.
He's gonna,
Yeah,
he's
'cause
gonna,
you can't afford to give up the 2 here, right? You know, he's thinking, hey, if I give up the 1,
that'd be a tough question now. Does Ed want to come home with hammer up 1 or
No,
without hammer up 2? Well, guess what? This is appeal. This decision. Uh-oh.
no, he's
he
got it. He's
He
got
got
all
it.
of it. Yeah, no,
He
but
got it.
it's-
So
it's-
Ed can blank with no
Oh, he doesn't
effort
have
at
to
all.
blank. He could opt
He
to,
could draw for
come
1.
home.
1? Larry's indicating that the blank is
Exactly.
in session here. So unfortunately, there's no
I'm fairly confident I can make this shot.
I missed a shot like this once.
You've missed a throw-through.
I threw it through and I hit I did the equivalent of hitting the red hard on the nose, and my shot rock rolled into the house for 1. It was mid-game. It meant nothing. It meant virtually
It meant
nothing.
out.
Happy New Year.
Golden handle brings them all out, Nigel.
Yeah, it does. It's nice.
All right, so Ed's throwing it through,
Yeah, it's
I
going,
hope,
just going to blank the end.
and the end will be blanked. So, coming home in the 8th, maybe unless they ran out of time. Maybe they'll say, 7th end, time's up.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Good. The nice thing about that is, with being up 1, if they blank the 8th by accident or whatever, the game's
Yes.
over. It's trickier when it's tied, or
Yes.
you're down
Philly
1.
is going to want guards,
Guard,
and
guard.
more guards.
And Ed is going to want peel, and more peels. You think 3 guards, would 3 guards be out of question? 1, 2, 3?
Oh, yeah, I know it.
First rock through the house.
Oh, for Ed?
Could try the wiggle.
Depends on what he does.
Yes.
If they mistakenly put it in, that's
See, the problem I have with that is you're winning the game playing one strategy,
and you change everything.
Right.
Eighth end, and it gets
Backfires frequently. Yeah, just play what you played. Oh, this is a lovely guard. Dead splitting the center line.
Very nice. Be very happy with that.
Very happy with that.
Going for the
Oh, they're going to try the
I
wiggle.
think the Weagle is coming.
They're gonna try the Weagle.
They're going to try the Weagle.
And if it doesn't work, it's the same as a throw through.
Exactly.
Should mark where that rock is.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Kitty LaRocque. Catherine LaRocque.
Avec Le Roc.
It's right on the nose. No, it could cross it. It could cross. Oh, it whiffed. It missed it. It missed it.
So it's a throw through.
It's a throw through.
There we go.
Okay, so no blood.
Yeah, exactly. No harm, no foul. I think we'll put up another guard.
I think so. I say 3. I go for 3 guards
Yeah.
before they can. Now that
5, yeah.
the team with hammer, second can throw a peel immediately. So when you don't have hammer, how often are you throwing? No, it's hard.
The rules have changed since you
They
last
literally
played.
they goofed. One of the games they goofed. Oh, you remember before there was a free guard rule? Yeah. No guard. Oh, it's
Yeah, no,
over.
We're over.
That'd be like
Oh, that's
80s. 80.
Yeah, I did.
No free guard rule.
I played when there was no guards.
That's
No guards.
That
I think we're going for the
perfect.
Weagle again now.
Those are 2 very excellent guards.
Very excellent.
Those are
good
That is a
stealing.
recipe for a steal.
No.
I always go over there and check.
What we don't want is to have the yellow one be the 3rd guard.
Yes.
Yeah. Which
And it is.
it might
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna move
No,
them.
but it's not
She's
gonna
gonna move
go.
them.
But
No,
That's
it's-
enough.
still
No.
hard.
That's enough. They're off the center line.
Yep. Now you got to. What are you thinking?
See, now they
Another
can
guard?
peel.
Yes. That's why. Yeah. Put up another guard.
Larry will have a target-rich environment.
Yes. Put up another guard. I like that call.
Yeah, oh yeah. You don't even need to think of putting a rock in the house till the
packed
devices.
warm room here would love bonus curling.
Bonus guard. Warm room loves free curling.
Exactly. We don't charge extra for the extra end.
Oh. Coming in nicely. It looks like the 2 guards are good. These guards may be close together. We could see a triple peel here. We could see a triple peel.
Yeah, I would have liked to put that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I like the guard. I like having another guard, but Larry is going to.
If you put it right between those 2, and good chance all 3 of them are gone.
He's going to put his laser sight on this one, and
Yes, this could be a large weight,
Yeah,
but you got to not overthrow it.
yes.
He'll get the oh no, he nosed it.
He's nose, yeah.
Nosed it. Nosed it.
No. Works.
All right, that's
That works.
good. All right, well played.
And I think another guard sounds like a good idea.
You sure?
Oh, I think so.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the name of the second on the Philadelphia team?
No, Rock. No. Alex, take her. Take her outer.
Take her out. A good name for a second.
And this guard looks pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be right near the center line. And that's a lot of guards in the way now. Oh,
Yeah, see, now you get-
I see another double peel here. Yeah.
Now you got to be yeah. Okay.
Or do you draw behind? No, you
No,
want
no. You
Out you go. Out you go. Put it right on the center line. You run that second red rock straight back. Boom across the face.
Yep.
Boom across the face. Yellow one goes into the pile of other yellow ones.
Yes.
Will he be able to beat Schuster? Oh, that's not a double peel, is it?
No. It's just good. No, but okay. Find the objective.
Good enough. When do we start coming in?
Oh, not yet.
One more guard. One more guard.
At least another guard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 5 rocks of guards. 5 rocks of guards. Is Larry talking to both skips here? All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, what we're dealing with is 4 guards, none of which are on the center line. Lisa in the house, and I think we're heading into the house here.
Are we?
Well, he didn't walk out front with the broom,
with
so
that,
it's hard
with
to
that
say.
Broom, though, that looks like it's going to end up in the center. So
Yeah, so it's a center guard.
Yeah, so I think it's center line guard because you're not going to want to be in the house.
Not there.
In the middle. No, exactly. You'd have to be behind.
Yeah, that's a guard, and they're sweeping furiously. He's got the shakes when he sweeps that.
Yeah, it's
and that is a high guard, but it's going to be a 2.
Yeah, no,
let's pull it in here and see. We get the cube zoom.
Yep.
Well, actually, it makes the peel more likely to jam and maybe roll into the house.
Well, Larry's had his 2, so it's
there are several ways those rocks could end up where you don't want them. Yes. And it's not Larry throwing this one either.
This has been a well-played end in terms of both teams.
Yeah.
They knew their strategy coming in. They have stuck to that strategy.
It looks pretty good by Amy. Oh, I kept the camera right on the overhead for this, but I think I can be forgiven that. Let's see what happens when they hit the secondaries. Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice, Amy Schneider.
Yep. I think we're putting one more up.
And leave it to the skip, eh?
I think so.
Yeah, one more guard. Lisa shots away. We'll bring it in on the overhead. Another well-placed guard, I'd say. This one, again, the overcurl. Very high, this one. In fact, it's so high. How high is it? It is a hog. Over. Oh. She's smiling. Well, we'll dispatch the other red guard right here.
Absolutely, yep.
You
I think so.
I think that means that
have to hide behind some yellow guards.
exactly. He's going to hide behind those corner yellows, I think.
And it's going to be a peel. Or is it? Yes. Very nicely done.
Yep.
Center's open. So's the back of the back of the center's open
Brooms
too.
are flying everywhere.
Brooms, rocks. Amy Schneider, excellent job.
Yep.
2 good peels.
Nope. Ripple of applause.
Let's take a look now. We've got 4 red rocks all away from the center, the scoring zone.
4 red rocks.
4 yellow guards.
And
he can come behind them, but
that's what he's going to do, I think. Yep. Looking at that broom, he's going to try and.
We do have some skips here who can draw the button.
Yes. 2 of them, in fact.
Mike Glesser taking his place in the hack is able vice Lisa holding the broom close to the button, close to the pin. So he's going to throw his out turn behind the wall of yellow guards.
This might be tight.
He's definitely tight to those guards. I think he cleared them. Or did he? Or did he?
He might clear them.
He did not clear the guards.
Oh, no.
They may have to peel a guard now. One more.
Oh, they do have to.
They have to peel one more now.
Another guard.
Yep.
And he'll be happy with the blank because the 1-point lead is fine. Yeah.
Exactly. He's got to get.
I don't think it's going to happen a second time. The draw is
adjust.
not going to hit a guard next time. So what we have here is a red guard sitting on the center line close, tight to the house, and Ed will peel it most likely.
What he doesn't want to do is
he can't roll. He can't hit that and roll into the house. I don't think.
No, it's too high, but he doesn't want to nose it and leave that center line
No,
guard.
he doesn't want to leave a guard there of any type.
But
that's my problem. Every time I throw a takeout, they just seem to head right to the nose.
except when you
when you want it, you need to stick it around.
Then I can always find the outside of it.
Yeah, right.
They can sweep this. Oh no!
Oh my God!
Oh, I guess I couldn't
So
sweep it.
now,
Wow.
are we thinking
One draw.
No, is that a draw or a tap?
A tap or a draw? Oh yes, a tap would be very lovely. A split would be really nice.
Split. Well, you tune. I don't.
No, you want to keep the button covered.
Split wouldn't be good.
You want to cover the button.
Unless you cover the, yeah.
You want to cover the
I
button.
like the. Well,
Oh, that was a.
I tell you, this one's pretty straight. This one's pretty straight on this side. I'd go for the tap.
Stay there. I think he's going for the draw.
I like the tap.
I think they're going for the draw, but we'll see.
Draw's fine too.
Yeah, but
you know the weight.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
ice. It's a lot of ice. I'm not sure you get behind the center line guard. It is
tight.
Yeah, it's very tight.
It's a tight guard.
I tap as well.
I tap that.
Because even if you're a little outside, you tap it behind his yellows. That's not bad either.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I would like the tap. Less ice. Take for the tap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear us? Can he lip read from there? Good lord.
Lip readers, my
I know
God.
I've been told to have a big mouth, but seriously. All right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike Glessner, ready.
Going for the tap.
Oh, they want the six. They want the six view here. He's in the hack. Rears back. Lets it go.
I was like, so I was barking. There's probably 3 boxes in the back.
Sweepers are off it.
He's going for the tap.
Sweepers are on.
It looks a little hot.
Oh my God! I think he missed the tap.
Oh.
And that's behind guard somewhat.
No, it's open. It's open.
Is it open? It's open.
So much for extra
So-
curling.
Yes.
That's
Well, it could have. Well, yes.
No, he could miss it.
He could miss it, but he doesn't have to stick around. That's a,
No, he doesn't have. He doesn't need to stay.
well, he's not. He's aiming for the heart of the
Any part of the rock will do.
any part of the rock,
And
and
this
he doesn't
will
have to
not
stay.
be down weight.
Doesn't have to stay.
Right, yeah.
This will be.
Had that other one gone in, then it would have been more.
That would have been more of an issue. We're switching.
switching sides.
We're switching sweepers. Hello.
That's Larry taking the
Taking
inside.
the don't let it get away on the curling side. Geez, that doesn't look narrow. Oh my God, that looks wide.
No.
Oh, and
that's it.
game over.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you for watching.
thank you for watching. Ed Simia pulls off a win, 5-4. An exciting match. 2 blanks to finish. And we will see you at the 3:30 draw this afternoon for some big-time
Which I will
curling.
be playing exactly.
Big-time curling. 2 undefeated teams vying for the finals. Nigel with Sean Main against Matt Gallegos.
Oh,
We're both 2-0.
Both 2-0 and in the same draw.
Sean.
Sean.
He said it. I thought he said Charmaine.
Sean Main. Charmaine.
I believe it's Charmaine.
Okay.
All right, where's the
Kathy and Emily.
end the stream?
Emily.
Oh, Emily.
Emily Winter. Yeah, well, that's why I'm